Yeah, 2023 Part 2, where we've got a SSAK versus Motive game on Tempest. Coming up next. What a way to start the stream. Amen. Amen and amen. So we're on Tempest. It's SSAK and Motive, top right. It is, yeah, let's go a red Terran player, SSAK, bottom left. It is Motive, a white Protoss player. Let's get a prediction rolling for those of you on the purple dimension. Motive. SSAK. SSAK. How's it going, Marsara guy? Happy Friday. It is a Friday stream today. My brain was like, is it still Thursday? No, Thursday was a long day, but it's definitely over now. Nothing to worry about there. Boom, boom, boom. Hashim, I haven't watched this either. I don't know who wins this game. We got a Rax first here from SSAK on Tempest. Again, bit of a weird map. It's all whirly. It's all big and whirly-durly on the mini-map there. We've got weird kind of swing-out bases shaped like crescent moons. Like, it starts over here and it goes whoop up over here. Spawn locations are low ground bases into high ground naturals with really weird ramps to wall off. I'm sure Protoss and Terran hate this map for this ramp right here in particular. There's an egg to help you do it, but my goodness, still eminently hateable. Nexus first from Motive. Let's go. You want to know about the players? Motive's probably favored here. I think SSAK is about a tier 2 Terran player, Motive about a tier 2 Terran player, but I think Motive has more success in ASLs than SSAK does. So probably favored in this game, I would say, is the Protoss. On this map, who do we think is favored, Protoss or Terran? God, remember, I do hate maps where you can siege up low ground and fire on a mineral line like this. It's not, I mean, it's good for siege tanks for that purpose. That said, there are a lot of narrow areas too. That's a big wide open space, but everything else is really narrow, high ground setups. I'd say it's a Terran favored map for all those reasons, which doesn't help you with your bet, does it? I'm like, Motive's the better player, but it's a Terran favored map. Figure that out. Yeah, Ganon. I think wide open areas in TVP really favor Protoss. The ability to come from multiple directions onto a mech ball, fantastic. Narrow, what is this? Well, you recognize the Nexus first. He's going to try to punish it. He's got a Marine down here. Hold on a second. But there's already a Zealot out. I feel like it's too late for punishing, sir. Yeah, it's way too late, SSAK. Not a good maneuver at all. I don't like that whatsoever. So if you're still wondering who to bet on, I think that's a fumble from SSAK. Not that the game's over, but I think that's a pretty embarrassing display. Showing up too late to try to punish a Nexus first and then being like, oh, bunker, aha! There's already a Zealot out. What are you supposed to do with that thing, honestly? Wide open areas are bad for Sky Toss. That is true. So it depends a lot on what the strategy the Protoss is trying to go for. I think generally Protoss is going for Gateway Man, and if you're Gateway Manning narrow little chokes, trying to engage into those against a mech army is the worst thing in the world. So, bad. Plus high ground spots everywhere on this map. Everything's a high ground spot, which means your tanks are sitting on high ground more often than not, and then you're a sad panda for the Protoss. So Zealot gets the scout off, sees the second factory, says okie doke. Gets an SCV kill, which is awesome. And Zealot gets exploded. So killed an SCV, got a full scout off. That's pretty good for a Zealot. You just walked across the map by himself. Dragoon, no singularity charge yet because we went Nexus first, ladies and gentlemen. Any sign of Reaver shenanigans from our Protoss? What's this building? A robotic support bay. Quelle surprise! It is going to be surprise Reavers on 2 bases. But guess who already has a starport and is ready for it? SSAK. SSAK's going to have a Wraith, maybe 2. He's going to be able to deal with that. Ooh, he's control towering. Hold on. He's not opening Cloaked Wraith, is he? Or he's just going for Vulture Drop. Probably does Vulture Drop. But he will have the ability to make Wraiths as well. How's it going, Woogie Boogie? What's up? Save your sword. I think Jericho's only here for the live games. I'm not sure. Well, no. Sometimes he's here earlier. No, I haven't seen Jericho yet. To answer your question, save your sword. What's up, Leon? Yes. Showing everyone the sack. I mean, it's not my sack, but I understand what you're saying. For a Friday night. Third Nexus coming in. Yeah, Terran definitely going for Vulture Drop. Into the main base. Or the natural base. Depends on where the Dragoons are here. Vultures darting into the third. Can't do much about it. Trying to get a run by into... Wow, just woo, run by into the main base. Yo, they see the Reavers too. They get spider mines inside the main. There's no cannons. Go after the probes. Get the ones on gas. Yeah, great targeting the ones on gas here. What a run by SSAK. Dude, that early bunker stuff was bad. This is way better. This is 3, 4, 5 probes down. Takes down another probe. Another one dies. These vultures, man, 3 kills and 7 kills apiece. What? What? Incredible. Just an incredible vulture display there. 46 to 34 workers now for the Terran player. Protoss is down in economy big time, despite being on 3 bases. Okay, it just warped in, plus a full scout at the same time. Dude, there has to be a Wraith produced. Tell me you're making a Wraith. For the love of all that is Terran right now, do it. You know what this is. You saw the Reaver. I mean, it's not a fast Reaver yet, or fast shuttle yet anyway. All right, well. Dropship coming into the main, and that got scouted too, so I don't know. I mean, maybe you try to just run past spider mine inside the natural base a little bit. Good target firing on the spider mines there. Maybe a probe died there, but that's about it. And now the Wraith is out. Yeah, so SSAK, he makes a Wraith precisely when he means to. Not early and not late. So he gets the Wraith out, completely shuts down this. Good opening from SSAK. After that first couple minutes, he's doing all right. So comes back at home. Very sad, very defeated is this Reaver guy. That's the one, Arcadiox. I was trying to do that quote, but couldn't do it off the top of my head. I knew the gist of it, though. Trying to come back in for another drop. But once you've dropped somebody, trying the same thing again is a little bit tough to pull off. How's it going, design and render? Happy Friday. Happy StarCraft day. Drop ship in. Bam. Spider mine. Almost killed a Dragoon. Look at this. Dragoon has to go all the way around to try to catch this guy. Good probe pull. Got a probe kill there. That's about it. I mean, you're not expecting to do a lot with one vulture in a drop. Reaver, no. Obs, yes. Obs, yes. Reaver still defending this third base against vulture stuff, which seems like a fine idea. 1, 2, 3, 4 factories inside the main base. Here from SSAK. We've got a third command center on the way from the Terran player, a supply depot, and upgrades by the manner of +1 attack for the mech. So this has been really active vulture stuff, really good harassing. Continuing to get his tank count up here, working on those upgrades, and Protoss is doing what he can. Catching up. 57, what is that? 57 to 62 workers, now up to 60, making 3 probes at a time on his 3 Nexuses. Helps immensely. Immensely, immensely. So we'll try to keep an eye on a potential carrier transition here. Just because, again, this map is a nightmare to move across if you're a Protoss. High ground here. Low ground here. High ground here. It's a total mess. Got 2 Wraiths out to deal with the shuttles. I love that from SSAK. Big, 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 big fan. Finally, a Templar Archives is on the way. There you go, from our Protoss. Warping in soon, and a 4th base up the left side, too. Loving that. 3rd base landing for SSAK. It's got gas at it. Pretty easily defendable. High ground to low ground there. High ground. Ooh, well, I guess that's a high ground there. So 3 separate levels on this map, right? This center is high ground. Then we have high ground. Then we have low ground, which is kind of fun. Don't see that a lot. How's it going, Critter? StarCraft family is big. It is. It is a big StarCraft family. How you doing on a Friday, Critter? Crit dog. Things are good here. We got a PVT of highest caliber here. Been watching the ASL 19. Excuse me. Excuse me again. I'm just telling everybody to watch ASL 19 round of 32 Group B Hyun versus Royal. It's one of the more intense TVZs I've ever seen. I don't want to spoil anything. Critter hopefully already watched it. But my goodness, what a match. Vulture into the 3rd base, but Cannons and Dragoons make it a scouting Vulture, not a harassing one. Speed shuttles make it in, but no! One of the shuttles dies immediately. A 2 Reaver unload happens. 1 tank goes down. Wraiths do take down the shuttles, rather. Reaver shots into a group of SCVs. 1 of them goes down. That's a big one. That's a huge hit, though. No! He almost cleaned that up pretty cleanly. To be redundant, but dude, that's a bunch of dead SCVs. 62 to 79 now in favor of the Protoss. After that Reaver shot, holy crap, I thought that was a dead drop on arrival, but no. Wait, what? What happened there? Okay, we're good. Sound went out for me, but I think everything is okay for you. Wow, yeah, Critter's already watched all of them. I need to watch Group C today. I have some time for that. Yo. Okay, so here's a very scary move out from SSAK. 150 supply of +1 siege tanks. Again, high grounding it here. Pushing here, narrow area of engagement. God, this sucks for Motive. I'm really surprised he hasn't tried to go carrier yet on this map. I think it'd be incredibly good. Game's not over. He can still do it, but this is looking dicey. Good man, Critter. That's how you do the StarCraft. Sacrifice sleep for it. I watch at the gym is what I've been doing. I haven't been staying up late for that. I've been watching Sweet 16, staying up late for that. It's a very busy time of year for Falcon, but... Alright, trying to engage into this. Tanks unsieged temporarily, which means there was a window, but Zealots! Are there enough Zealots to crush this good size storm combination at the same time? And yeah, looks like a very solid engagement for Motive. Wiping out 6 or 7 tanks there, maybe even more, and we're not done yet. That is more dead siege tanks. Dragoons are dying for it, but they're willing to make that trade. Problem is, SSAK's on 3 bases, soon to be on 4. His ability to replace is pretty good. He's getting Charon boost. That Archon's got 6 kills. No real match for siege tanks. That never has been, but good engagement there. Yeah. Farewell's joined the Purple Dimension because he knows that Falcon is trying to get up to 75 average viewers on Twitch, and he respects the Falcon. Anyway, unloading Zealots on the Spider Mines. That's a great, great play as always, and it's a full retreat here while a 4th base comes up from SSAK at the 1 o'clock spot. So this is good. Good stuff for Motive, man. He came in. He said, I don't want to engage here. Let's engage over from this way. Gets up the ramp, comes in from a wider angle, and crushes it. That's really understanding, knowing the map, knowing what your attack paths are, and just executing well. That was really nice by Motive. Big fan of that. Nice. Top Shelf is back. Critter's back on the purple dimension. Yay, Critter. Does Critter have a shirt on today? That seems like a loaded question. Vultures and a couple siege tanks into the 5th base. I'm trying to fight a cannon there. Vulture. No, Vulture's covered the siege tanks. Why are you not covering the siege tanks? We're killing probes, boss. That's a lot of probe death down here for sure. 79 probes remaining, but we killed like 6 or 7. I mean, I'm home alone, top shelf. Haha. Or am I? Well, some probes died there, but he had 80. I mean, 80 workers is probably enough. Honestly, SSAK might have done him a favor by killing those probes. I mean, for the gas income, it'd be nice. He's expanding here, too. This is a crazy game. What a weird place to take your new base. Why not down here? Why not over here? Why here? It's almost a ninja attempt. I don't think there's any reason for SSAK to check this. If he does, it's a dead base, but I don't know why he would. He is scanning, but he's not scanning that area. He's scanning this one. 80 degrees in St. Louis. Saint Louis. It's a balmy 53 degrees and cloudy in the Salt Lake Valley today. Tragically cold. Vultures into the 5th base again. It's not enough for it to be a false spring necessarily, but... Okay, good hold. Cannons, Dragoons, still 84 workers. 84 workers, man. Moto's macro today has been through the roof despite the early Vulture harass. I think he's recovered quite nicely. He's got another drop swinging up the right side. Just kidding, coming home to deal with the incoming tank push of +2 siege tanks against the Dragoons that have +1/+1. High ground spot. Are we attacking? No, definitely not. He thought about going up there. Then he heard the siege tank sound and said, dude, adios. Adios, muchachos. 53 degrees, Savior Sword. Not frozen, but also not great. It was 75 degrees yesterday. Okay, Ob's getting sniped, running away with the shuttles here. He's got the drops. Motive's doing everything that I'd like him to do. I still think carriers would be really good here. He's got the ability to do it. He's sitting on gas. He could easily throw down a couple Stargates and a fleet beacon here and make it work. Problem is, when the Terran's actively threatening you, it's hard to pull that off. Dude, honestly, putting a couple tanks like right here would ruin this base. I don't know why Motive is expanded here. I don't understand it at all. Wait. If you press... Hang on a second. Good size storm on 4 of those clumped up tanks. Where's the follow-up? The Dragoons are providing it. Several tanks are going to go die. Probe transfer up that way. I'm still not sure if you did enough damage to that tank line. And SSAK says, no, you didn't. I'm still coming in. There's the second storm on the follow-up. Maybe that was the first one. That's the second one. Psy storm. So check this out. I don't know that I've ever noticed this before, but if I press the hotkeys, this is 1. And it selects a bunch of SSAK's units. 2 selects these tanks. 3 selects this group of vultures and that science vessel. Do I have access to his hotkeys from this replay? How have I never ever figured this out before? I'm really getting my mind blown as Motive cleans this up extremely well. Dude, Motive is winning this game. He's handled these pushes. He hasn't lost a single Nexus today. Oh, hey, look who found this base. SSAK totally did. Sounds like a plan, Woogie Boogie. I don't know why he's not expanding down here. I cannot figure it out. Other than maybe Terran can kind of push down this way into it. It seems, I don't know, it seems tough. Yeah, Albran, I guess it does. But I guess he's player 1, so I get his hotkeys. That's so weird, man. Anyway, not that it really helps us cast it all, but that was neat. Okay, so Nexus is going to die. That's why we have a whole bunch of them from the Protoss perspective. But SSAK is sitting here on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bases of his own, trying to get 6th base on the left side. Vultures are fighting the cannons now that they have the wherewithal and the desire to do it. So if I select motive, nope. Well, hang on. If I select one of his units and then do hotkeys, no, the hotkeys are only going for Terran no matter what I do. I think it's player 1. I think maybe only player 1's hotkeys are available from an observer perspective. Shabir. Vultures are rude. They go, yeah, what do you want? It's like, hey, you're part of the military, sure. So is some respect, Vulture pilots. Or at least some enthusiasm. If I hide SSAK, it still does his hotkeys. Yeah, I think I only have SSAK's hotkeys here. EMP is on the way. Protoss taking this base, which again, I think made more sense than trying to take this one. But maybe he was just trying to get as much money off of these mineral patches and into his bank. Oh, nice engage from Motive, catching these tanks unsieged is huge. Size Storm on everything. Big old clumped up group of the entire mech army eating some beautiful Size Storm. Science Vessel escaping with the skin of its teeth out there, or by the skin of its teeth out there too. Yeah, Spider Mine connecting. Sieged up. We got 3-2 upgrades for the Protoss. 3-3 for the mech. It's at about a 20-30 supply here lead for the Protoss. Feeling all right. Nice Science Vessel snipe. Top left base coming in from SSAK, but undefended. If a couple Dragoons wandered up here, they could shut it down. But again, I think everybody in the middle of a battle like this, it's really hard to also think, well, maybe he's expanded. I should go also check that. We're worried about spider mines. We're worried about vultures everywhere. Good snipe. And, oh, he did send a Dragoon up. Nice. Motive. Ah, he wasn't too tunnel vision to check that. Nicely done. That's so smart. That's some great stuff. Hey, Shabir. Noted. Yeah, I don't know. YouTube likes to unsubscribe people from channels. They like to turn off notifications that people have turned on. I don't understand it, but YouTube is massive, and maybe it's just jank. But anyway, I'm glad you're here anyway, Shabir. Here's the thing. Falcon is streaming StarCraft or putting up a VOD every single day of the week. So if you're like, boy, Falcon's not streaming or posting any VODs today, that is inaccurate. Please check it out. Please come to the Falcon Paladin channel directly and find out what's going on. Not a lot of Dragoons left here. D-Matrix Siege Tank holding his own against Dragoons with good upgrades. Wha-bam, that's right. 5-kill Siege Tank. Somebody's got to take down that High Templar. He doesn't have enough energy to be much of a threat, but also he could later. Oh, reinforcements from Motive are here. 175 to 115 supply. Protoss looking good. Looking extremely good. Another Science Vessel dies. Those are big ticket items, man. They are expensive. They are hard to replace. Well, I guess if you have 2,000 gas, it's not that hard to replace. But still, you'd rather spend that on tanks if you had a choice. SSAK's in a lot of trouble, folks. This 1 o'clock base is retreating. Still 64 SCVs remain. He's pulling them over here to a really oversaturated right side 2 o'clock. Also taking the top left base for his own is Motive. I like it a lot. Why hasn't he taken this one yet? I don't know. just feel like taking that base would be very cool. Trying to siege tank, vulture attack, tank down. So vulture's going to try to do what they can against this cannon and these zealots. Tough. He's not getting nearly as much value with these attacks, although it did draw back a big portion of Motive's army. He didn't need to do that. He kind of left this open to some kind of an attack, but SSAK, I think, is licking his wounds, trying to rebuild, trying to remax out here, trying to maybe retake this base. Yeah, sneaks up to it. Okay, that's funny, Shabir. That's a great story. Yeah, all the things that we did when StarCraft was new to us and we didn't understand it. That's good. Stream started 1 hour and 12 seconds ago, Critter. Tomorrow's stream is going to start at noon Eastern. Probably go for about 5 hours or so. This is not good. Trading a base for a base here. This one probably going to die. It's floating the wrong way. But also, Motive's going back home to try to save this. Way too late for that, man. That's a 10 Nexus. Are you kidding? You should at least come up here. Oh, we left a couple Dragoons to finish it off. Do they have time? Well, it's going the direction towards Protoss, so probably this Vulture trying to shut down that base. This is getting scrappy, dude. Do not engage. Do not engage. Do not engage. Do not engage. Motive. Yeah, Motive, friend. All right, he's engaging. Good. Size storms make up for a lot of other stuff. And by golly, never mind. Motive's fine. Great size storms. I was so scared to attack into that, but he handled it absolutely. Man. Live games usually start about 2 hours after the start of the stream on the non-Sunday version. It's about 3 hours on Sunday. So SCVs are trying to fight Dragoons. Not good. This command center is going to die. I think Motive has got a handle on this. He's up 190 to 120 supply. Another CC dies. This one, it's alive. Some reinforcements came in to shut that down. But SSAK in the top left corner is pretty dangerous stuff here too. A lot of production is up here. That sounds like an incredible CD, Shabir. If it had StarCraft demos, also Doom 2 demo, and Duke Nukem, wow. That's absolutely incredible. Didn't know how good you had it, huh? So Psystorm defending, Siege Tank still firing away. Dude, this pylon, I guess this pylon too. SSAK's not doing a very good job keeping his, scan. Good reaction time there too. Not doing a good job keeping his tanks alive. But he is taking out DTs. Dude, Motive's spending a lot on DTs here. These probes are not mining. This base is not mining. This is a one base mining situation here from Motive. SSAK's basically mining out over here, but he's got maybe better income. This is incredible. I do not know. Somehow all those vultures died. I don't know if there was a great storm or something. There were like 10 vultures here. Storm does a lot. Good. Storm dropping at this base. Okay, it might have been these guys getting some storms off. Really, really nice stuff there. Dragoon shows up, gets obliterated. SCV count 42 to 54. This is some insane stuff. Critter's like, yeah, I might have spoken too soon on this. I was feeling like Motive had a handle on it. He did save this right side 4 o'clock, though. For now. But guess who's heading that way? Vultures on a mission from SSAK. They could finish off. They could finish this off. They could finish off this Nexus. But Dragoons are in the neighborhood to defend it at least. Ob scouting up to see what's going on. To help clear out these spider mines more than anything else. I'm pretty sure the StarCraft 2 demo is more than 50 megabytes. You're talking about Brood War demo being 50 megabytes? That seems pretty low, too. Or are you talking about Doom 2 was 50 megabytes? That one I could probably believe. Just because Doom is not that heavy on the disk space based on its graphical nature. Anyway, end of the... No, Motive can't lose this thing. He's got the top left base, so that is okay, but he's going to lose this Nexus. Top left is pretty much the saving grace here. This is mined out now. This base, one base mining for Motive is it. Then 2 Dragoons wander into this SSAK command center. I don't know why. I guess a bigger group is there. 150 to 114 supply. SSAK's mining on one base. This is done. And guess where we are with our Zealots and our High Templar? The one base that exists from SSAK. Oh, man. Crushing it entirely. Motive getting the work done. That's what we're here for today. Okay. I love this from SSAK. Taking this 4 o'clock base that he just stole from Motive. Spider Mines getting dragged onto siege tanks a little bit. Oh, big connection there. Tank didn't die, but a lot of the vultures did. Massive, massive, massive stuff. Yeah, Doom 2. I mean, I don't know. I think Doom's a great game. Doom 1 and 2 hold up really well. And honestly, as a franchise, Doom is doing great. Even into 2025. There have been some missteps along the way, but I hate their naming convention, but I've heard a lot of good things about the most recent Doom game, at least. Trying to storm and deal with these siege tanks that are setting up right behind your mineral line should be enough to handle it, though, especially with the storm thinning them out and bruising them up there. Nicely done, Motive. I think he's got it. He's up double the supply. This base getting dropped. Dude, Motive has been using shuttles today on an insane level. I think that might be it. No bases mining for Terran. One base mining for Protoss usually indicates it's a Protoss win. Especially if SSAK's only down to 70 total supply SCVs. Oh, may none escape, says Motive. No, no, no. We're going to kill your command center and your little dog, too. Okay, I think Motive has it. That's it. We done? We done now? He's still trying to mine up here, repairing his command center. It didn't die. But guess who's heading that way? Everything Protoss is. I have played Heretic, Ganon. I had a demo of Heretic when I was a kid. Heretic and Hexen. Pretty fun stuff, I gotta say. That might be fun to play on stream. That's not a bad idea. Okay, again, the only base of SSAK is under extreme pressure. Stop me if you've heard this one. But, oh my gosh, these guys are, every time they show up, they get shoved away, but not this time. Dude, it's 111 to 54 supply, but 34 of that is probes. This might be an epic level of PvT today, folks. We are getting deep into territory where there's no mining happening at all. Both players are long distance mining. Motive's got probes running around down there. Sieged up. Yeah, Heretic was a first person, not a shoot, well, I guess a shooter. But yeah, magic. Well, there were different classes. It was like a fantasy themed first person shooter. You could choose your class. You had fighter, you had like a rogue kind of crossbow guy. You had a couple different kinds of magic users, if I remember right. I don't know. I played a bunch of it. It's basically Doom, though, right? It's run around, kill enemies, find keys to open doors, find red, blue, and yellow keys to open doors, etc., etc. You know the drill. So, SSAK's retaken his base at the 11 o'clock. Motive is long-distance mining like crazy from this base, and he did throw up a new Nexus. So our 8 SCVs, do they have more income? Oh boy, Motive doesn't care about the numbers. He's going for it. Comes in. Beautiful drop on top of everything. This drop style from our guy Motive today has been some of the greatest stuff I've ever seen. But hold on. Siege tanks are dying, but everything's dying for the Protoss as well. It's 32 to 47 supply. Holy crap. If this base comes up for Motive, I think he's in a fine position here. Hexen introduced the other characters and classes. Ah, got it, Gannon. Yeah, my memories are fuzzy here. I haven't played those games since I was like 14 years old. 13, 14, if I remember right. Critter thinks that SSAK has it. Look, he's got 5 SCVs mining at this 11 o'clock base. And Motive has 30 probes he can throw. What is this? What? The Marines from the... Or is he just making... Are these new Marines? GG! What? What? No way. Where did these Marines come from? Did he take them from this bunker and run them down here? Dude. 8 SCVs, an on-fire command center. SSAK pulls it off. Holy crap, what a comeback that was. Yeah, just Dragoons, not enough Storm, not enough shuttles, not enough drops. SSAK has got 3 tanks, 5 Vultures, 3 Goliaths, and 4 Marines. That's his army right now, but it's enough to get the win because Motive doesn't have anything to handle that. Wow. What a sneak down by him. And what a hold. Yeah, what a hold there, too. Motive, if he beats this, if he takes this out, I think maybe he wins it. But even then, maybe if SSAK comes down, counters, even if he loses this space and shuts this down, maybe he wins from there anyway. Holy cow, what a match. What a match for your Friday. Insane stuff there. SSAK pulls it out by the skin of his teeth. At the end there, outproduced the Protoss, got outkilled by the Protoss by a smaller number than the outproduction. Good macro from him. 42 to 18 buildings raised is a huge number, and the outspend by Motive for a 35-minute game isn't particularly good. So, GG's. Seems like I am. No, he put his money on Motive, but SSAK comes out on top. Insane.